Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. And today we seem to be back in the world of make-believe, although almost every day here of doing these royal readings I feel like I'm in the world of make-believe with our desperate housewife. And where is the lid of the tarot box? It seems to have wandered off. And never mind, it's the Desperate Housewives tarot that is on the tarot table today. And we are looking at the Desperate Housewife as she put out pictures of Archie and Lilibet, of course from the backs of their heads. And this was to deflect from the failure of With Love Megan on Netflix. So there were the kids again. And many things can be questioned about the kids. But the thing that really has sparked a lot of conversation is the fact that Archie was wearing a little shirt belonging to GB Soccer School, which is fine. We know Archie's been to surfing camp recently, and now it seems he goes to soccer camp as well, because the soccer school was very happy to post the pictures up on their site as well. So one suspects a bit of merching going on there, possibly. But what has caused speculation is the fact that the soccer school is not in Santa Barbara, not in Montecito. It's in Studio City in LA, all of 80 miles away from Mudslide Mansion, and a long hard drive in heavy traffic. And then you've got to sit all through the game, and then you've got to turn around and you've got to drive all the way back. And sure, the nanny could do this. I doubt that our Megs or the has-been would, but I'm sure that the nanny could do this so that Archie could play soccer at this particular soccer school. But it does rather beg the question of where Madame actually lives, and there have been endless rumours that she actually lives in LA. Jokes about it as well, but very serious rumours that she actually lives in Studio City and not in Montecito at all. So we're going to just have a look with the Housewives Tarot. We're going to ask some questions. We're going to ask if she lives with the has-been. We're going to ask if she possibly lives with Doria, who does live in LA. Windsor Hills, is that right? Do I have that right? We're going to ask if she lives with Archie and Lilibet. And then we're going to ask if she's broke and if she owns her own home. I want to know. Questions have arisen as a result of this posting of hers on Instagram, showing the kids, not the faces, but showing lots and lots of kids, who it turns out could actually hang out on the set. The theory was that had to hire that fancy house because the kids' lives couldn't be disrupted, couldn't have crew stampeding all over the place while the kids were trying to have naps and all the rest of it. No, not so much. Apparently, allegedly, let's say allegedly, let's remind you, tarot for fun and entertainment, or my opinion or speculation. Just read energy here and disclaimer in the box below. That's the Harry column, that's the Doria column, that's the Archie and Lily column. We're going to double check each one, and that's the broke own her own house column. I think we need to have these questions answered. Ooh, 10 of Swords. The end is nigh. That's ruin. The 10 of Swords. Are we close? Are we there? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Lots of people are asking that question at the moment. Are we there with Madame? Are we at the 10 of Swords? Tarot is telling me, oh yes we are. Ruin. Absolute ruin. Oh, I think I've said enough about that card. So that's our underlying energy. Not very cheerful energy for our desperate housewife situation we're dealing with. We're dealing with living arrangements. Justice. Isn't that an Archie looking child there in a red shirt? How bizarre, because it's the red shirt from GB Soccer School that has sparked all this speculation. That child looks more like previous Archie, I have to say, than current Archie, and we're going to examine that rather strange phenomenon in the next reading. I'd already decided to do that, just by the way. But there's our soccer mom with a soccer kid. In not the finest surroundings, you have to say. Justice, one of the things about Justice, that poor little kid's getting having his bottom paddled. The Justice card, of course, means, one of the things it means is divorce. It's dividing up who gets what, going through legal process, of course, in order to get all of that sorted out. And it's interesting that we have the Ten of Swords and then the Justice card on the tarot table. Oh dear. So let's ask the Harry question. Does Madame currently live with the has-been? Oh, we've got the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is a fresh start, a big love. I would say love bombing with that Ace of Cups. I don't think, because the cup is empty, I don't think she does live with him, but I think she's trying very hard to reel him back in. He, of course, is doing his damnedest to get back in with Pa while there's still time. And he's not being subtle about it, let's face it, many readings previously on this channel. But I think that's a good old-fashioned love bombing going on there with that Ace of Cups. We can start over. I still love you. And you really love me if you were just honest with yourself. And we can start over in Frogmore Cottage again, our darling little Frogmore Cottage, with the copper bath and the floating floor. Okay. How does the has-been feel about her? It's not telling me they live together, just by the way. It's telling me love bombing. That's how I'm reading the card, as an energy reader, and my opinion and all of that good stuff. How does the has-been feel about her right now? Is the love bombing working? Ooh. Well, we've got the Four of Cups. That's interesting, because upright, for me, I read this card very strictly here on this channel. Upright, it's rejection, it's go away, you horrible woman, or I'm not interested, or I'm rejecting your advances, can't be bothered. I feel nothing, I just feel empty. It's kind of almost an existential crisis, the Four of Cups, when it's upright. In reverse, there is a bit of a, maybe I'll have another look. Maybe you can tempt me again. Maybe they're desperate enough that this little scenario can play out. It's rather amusing how it's reading. I'm going to use one of Megan's favourite words, joy. It's giving me quite a lot of joy, the energy that I'm reading there, sitting over the Ten of Swords. Now, Doria. Does she possibly share digs with Doria in LA? Let's ask her that question. And we got the King of Swords in reverse. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it unless she's been evicted by that rather cruel King of Swords. So there is a possibility that only under sufferance with that King of Swords in reverse, that she might have been given marching orders. And marching orders might have come from lawyers, bankers, financial people, someone pulling a loan or calling in a loan, someone getting a bit ugly. That justice card doesn't only mean divorce. It can mean settlements, things like that, loans that have to be compromised or settled or whatever, that kind of thing. It's possible that there's a bit of some letters, some rather difficult letters going to and fro, and communications, emails, that stuff, that sort of stuff. King of Swords in reverse, I would say, short term, possibly having to crash on Mom's couch because she's been chucked out. That's how it's reading for me. It is a bit awkward. As they used to say in Dickens or wherever, there's been an execution in the house. The King of Swords is the executioner of the tarot, traditionally. It's giving me that feeling. So how's Doria feeling about her darling daughter? The Golden Goose, Queen of Cups in reverse. No, not feeling it. Not feeling it. Not feeling it at all. Not at all. Cold. Indifferent. manipulated, feeling like she's maybe being used and exploited and taken advantage of. Not a thing that I believe personally that Doria would take kindly to. Just saying, my opinion. So I'm getting an uncomfortable vibe here, very. No love lost, but possibly desperate. Desperate housewife. How about the kids? This is the desperate card, really. Is Megan living with the kids? We're going to talk about both kids here. Just, it's easier. Queen of Swords. It could be, but if she is, it's not out of love. That would be the Queen of Cups. It's out, or motherliness. That would be the Queen of Pentacles, providing a solid house for them. You know, doing all the nurturing stuff, the baking cookies and gardening and taking to school and all that sort of good stuff. Queen of Swords is strategic. I need them for strategic reasons. Ten of Swords and Justice card. So I could say a lot about that, but it'd probably get me into big trouble if I say a lot about that. So I won't. You are welcome to have your own theories and feelings about the energy that I have just expressed off that Queen of Swords card. Let's look at it from the kids' perspective and see what they have to tell us through the tarot, allegedly. Oh dear. Hanged Man. Losing my voice here, which I think is rather significant and symbolic and telling. Hanged Man. Victims. I need to cough. I'll croak my way through the rest of this. Victims, powerless, sacrificed, helpless, pawns in a game that is being played. And maybe not a game, that's a wrong word, but in a bigger picture that is going on. Yeah, so unfortunate energy, grim energy. So is Megan broke? Is Megan broke? Megan broke. Four of Wands in reverse. Now interesting, it's kind of answered the next question. The Four of Wands is the broken home card when it's in reverse. It's happy home when it's upright, solid. It's fours are always secure and stable energy, and that's a solid energy when it's upright, solid, happy home, celebrating, comfortable life. It's in reverse. So broken home, Splitsville, very much a separation card. I'm getting a kind of, I want to say vagabond energy, but that's wrong. Packing the suitcase. Didn't she apparently teach how to pack a suitcase on her show? Admittedly filmed 18 months or so ago, so circumstances could have changed dramatically since, but I'm getting packing a suitcase here and having to move on. I'm not getting calamitously broke, but I am getting in difficult circumstances, in reduced circumstances, kind of energy that, yeah, you might have to turn up on your mom's doorstep with a suitcase and with the kids in tow while things are sorted out over here with the Justice card. Does she own her own home? Financial question. Does she own her own home? Got the Ace of Wands. Aces traditionally upright are a yes. But because it's the Ace of Wands, if it was the Ace of Pentacles, I would say yes. Or she's comfortable, she's fine. She's got a long-term security in terms of real estate. But the Ace of Wands tells me something different. It's giving me a manifesting vibe. It's giving me spin and PR with that feather duster. It's giving me, I'm going to manifest this. And I'm currently not particularly upfront with what's really going on. I'm picking my words very carefully, and let's throw in the allegedly word for why not, for good luck. Ace of Wands is telling me more. I've got a plan. I'm going to conjure up a home. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to manifest it, because I can always pick myself up off the floor, 10 of Swords, and you know, find something new to do. She's done it before, many times. So why not this time? And that's how it's reading. But of course, it's sitting on top of the 10 of Swords. So I'm getting quite a clear picture of what's going on here. It's not a pretty picture, and particularly not for the 2 children, in my opinion. That's the reading. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.